Hello, it's Wisdom Wednesday, July 12th, 2017. Steve Sipress here. As always, I start out by sharing my rhino of the day. And it is a simple stuffed golden rhino. That's it. Normally, I share a lot of authentic African art, hand carved all over Africa and whatever. This thing is just pretty simply made in Indonesia. And so that's about it. Just a stuffed golden little toy rhino. Now, today's message is also very simple and basic and also full of gold if you take it to heart. It is a saying that people that follow me and know me and my clients, I say it all the time. I have posters up in my events. I've hosted over 300 events for entrepreneurs over the past few years, and there's posters up in the room. It says, actions make you, I don't even know my own saying. It says, ideas make you feel good, but only actions make you money. And that's like, that came from asking people for their response at the end of my events or a webinar or any time I was teaching or speaking or anything, and I would ask for people's feedback. And that word, ideas, would almost always come up. Oh, as if it's a big positive thing, which it is. But without that second step of putting it into action, what's the point? Makes you feel good, but great. So does lots of things. Go watch a movie, and that can make you feel good. Put on your favorite song and play it, and it can make you feel good. But hopefully people are in business to make money, and so they would come to my events as business owners with the idea, good ideas. They would leave me a video testimony, video camera. I'd put it on. They'd say, give me some feedback. What did you think of the event? Oh man, I took 8 pages of notes, as if just the getting of ideas or the taking of notes was, and we're all human. It gives such a rush. My mistake was when I would see them again a month or 2 months or 3 months or a week or whenever later, and I would ask them and say, hey, remember you were all excited about such and such an idea. How's it working out for you? And stupid me to ask that question, because I really just thought I'm going to get a response and I can help them out, because they're going to say, well, it was hit or miss or up or down, or we did this, but then we did, and I could give some feedback like, well, did you try this? Or did you try it this way? Or why don't you tweak it to this? Or tell me a little bit more about this? Or who's your ideal target? Give you a little more insight on how to reach them. And let's make your offer a little more irresistible. On and on. Unfortunately, I would say virtually 100% of the response would be, oh, I haven't implemented it yet. Haven't done anything yet. No, I haven't done it. Simple things, folks. Oh, that was a great idea to put that one thing on my website. I'm like, great. See him later on. I'm like, hey, remember when you were gushing about that great idea about to put that thing on your website? Like, did you put it on there? What's the results? Oh, yeah, no, I didn't put it on there yet. It could be months later. Something that took 3 seconds, and it could be months later. One email to their web guy, like, hey, put this on the site, or change the title of a page to this. Like, did they do it? No. So I stopped asking, because why would I want to ask questions of entrepreneurs and put them all into a negative mode? Goes down, shoulders slumped. They're like, oh yeah, no, I didn't do that. So I was like, I got to stop asking. So I had like a monthly membership event. And I remember come to an event, get all these ideas, be all excited, come back the next month, and I go around and say, hey, welcome to the event. It's going to be great tonight. Speaking of which, last month's thing that we taught and whatever, or maybe I had a guest speaker come in and you were all excited about all those ideas and pages of notes, like, tell me about the results. Oh, I'm like, oh, people are going to stop coming to my events. And sure enough, people would stop coming. And if you ask that question, they'll just stop coming. They'll stop watching your webinars. They'll stop coming to your events. Heck, they'll stop watching my videos every day. If I asked on here, somebody showed up and said, hello, Steve. And I said, hey, you were all excited about last week's video on Tuesday or whatever. And, how's it going? Tell me some results from that. They would never show up again, because I didn't do it. So I had a recent example that, I had another different bit of wisdom to share scheduled for today, but I just schedule in case I can't think of something more important or topical or germane to the day to share. And sure enough, I am putting the finishing touches on my next book. Now I have authored a co-authored a couple of dozen books. I've been featured in dozens more. Every single time I appear as an author or co-author of a book, it raises my authority, status, my expert status. People, messages from all over the place. Wow, congratulations, that's great. I read your chapter, I loved it, this, that, whatever. Even when I'm just mentioned in a book, I mean, I get clients who say, like, that's where I first heard of you. I was just reading and there was a sentence about you on page 322 of so-and-so's book. Or, there was one page where they talked about store event and they talked about this. I didn't realize that that's you. Like, my photo wasn't in there, my name isn't on the cover, whatever, but just be mentioned in a book has gotten me clients, made me tens of thousands and thousands of dollars. So, and allowed me to say what I just did, that I've been featured in dozens and dozens of books. So my question is, how many, dear viewer, listener, whoever you're consuming this, how many books have you written? How many have been featured in? So I'm putting the finishing touches on my next book, and one of my clients came up with a brilliant idea of, why don't you put in a section at the back? Because I was like, let me, I'll put some success stories here or there and some paragraphs will tell some stories. She was like, why don't you, I think it was my fantastic client, Nina Hirschberg, who said, why don't you put a whole section in the back of success stories, where your clients or anybody has used the concepts that you're teaching in the book and had success with it. Why don't you, it'll kill two birds with one stone. It'll have two benefits. Number one, it'll reinforce the messages and what you're teaching, because after people read it, they might be skeptical. I don't know if that'll work. There's a whole section of like, sure, work for this, work for that, work for this. But second of all, to give people like me, your clients, and anybody else you accept to do this into the book, a chance to be featured in the book. And everyone, I think, should go without saying, you ought to know, it's great to be featured in a book as a success story. It's even good, by the way, if you're featured as a failure. You can turn that around, but, it's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being featured as a success story. So holy croly, how great is that? And so I sent out an email to my list, sent out another email, and I have, lined up a whole bunch of success stories and profiles I'll be putting there of my clients and my multi-million-dollar success stories and multiple clients. But I'm like, anybody at all. And I put it out there. I said, even, the WOW Strategies, the book I'm coming out with. So there's the three letters of the WOW strategy, right? The who, the irresistible offer, and the way that you choose to get that irresistible offer in front of your chosen who. So WOW, the WOW strategy. I said, you don't even have to have some multi-million-dollar fantastic success like my private clients. Just tell me about any one of those three areas that you have implemented in your business and gotten some results. Maybe you said, hey, thanks to Steve, I targeted a certain audience and that made all the difference in whatever. Or that got me one client because of whatever, or I changed my offer to make it blah, 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 and it was more irresistible, and I built the response rate to my whatever, or I had more people show up in my whatever, or something like that, or I, thought of a better way to get my irresistible offer in front of my chosen who. Thanks to Steve's teaching, I targeted it properly and did it, and I teach all this in my online, the WOW Strategy course, of course. If you're interested, shoot me a message, an email, private message, Facebook message, whatever you want to do, let me know. I don't normally, in the past, I've only given that to my private clients so they can work with me better and get better results, but I've recently had a few inquiries like, hey, I can't afford to be your client. I don't have a big enough exciting opportunity for you anyway, but can I do your course? And I've let some people go through the course. So anyway, that's all I was putting out there, an opportunity. Like, let me know any success at all you've had, and if I accept you, you would be featured in what will be undoubtedly as I can say, a best-selling book, because people that do what I do and know marketing, know book marketing, and we know how to make books bestsellers, and it's much simpler and easier than we think, as is everything to do with advertising and marketing and sales and business. It's just that small business owners don't ask, don't look for help, don't understand. They don't look in the mirror and say there's something wrong with me and what I'm doing. They just say the economy's bad, or that newspaper ad didn't work because the newspaper's no good, or nobody listens to it, or this or that. Look in the mirror and understand, like, maybe it's something you're doing. Well, these are success stories. I offered to put it out, and here's the point. I got almost no response from anyone but clients. I mean, I put this out. I also put it on social media. That goes to over 50,000 people. So everyone on my email list, I put it out to twice. Put it out on social media, all the different platforms. Now I'm putting it out in the video and watch what happens. I predict I will still get no response. Nobody who's watching this video will put a comment in or put a Facebook message or email Steve at Steve Sipress and say, hey, what a fantastic opportunity. Thank you. I'd love to be featured in your book because I whatever. And then I'm like, it's a simple 5-minute phone call interview, which we'll record. I'll have it transcribed and throw it in the book. Basic question I would ask is just tell me about what you did and what results did it get. Boom. 1 minute, 2-minute conversation without me, simplest thing in the world. And then forever you can say, I was featured as a success story in a best-selling book. Anyway, I don't want to beat a dead horse. My point is, like, I should have known better. In my experience working with thousands of business owners who they make them feel good. They make all of us feel good, but then very few of us ever take action on those ideas, but that's where all the money is. So I shouldn't be surprised that there was basically no action being taken other than my top clients, who of course know, have written books and they speak all over, they do whatever, they're successful. So if somebody calls and says, do you want to speak in front of this group or whatever, like, for no cost to you, like whatever, it's a great opportunity, of course. You want to, hey, can I interview you for, of course. Can I put you in my book as a success story? Of course, right. I put it out there to the masses. Crickets. So it made me think, great idea. They might have seen it, read that email and go, what a great idea. But, and I don't know what it is that paralyzes people. Anyone watching this, you might be the same way. You're like, I don't know what reason you're not contacting me and saying, really? I've never called by any other author of a best-selling book saying they'll put me in the book and feature me as a success story. I don't get that all the time. If you do, maybe that's why I'm not responding. Anyway, that's it for today. Ideas make you feel good, folks. Only actions make you money. Next time you hear something and you write it down, it's a good idea, put it on your to-do list, even better, like cross it out off that to-do list as soon as possible. Just get it done. And if it's not something you can do, or you know how to do, or you're great at, of course, you're a business owner. It's not your job is to do things. Your job is to delegate and to hire people and to get the right people doing the right things. You're the orchestra leader. I've never seen a guy, running the orchestra, conducting, and playing a violin at the same time. Like, that's not your job as the business owner. You're in charge of overseeing everything happening in your business. So you would say to your assistant, hey, respond to Steve, set up a 5-minute interview on my schedule, and let's get me into a best-selling book with a success story in whatever form he gives you. Fill it out because you know what I've done to be successful, and they have to come in my office, and I'll give you 2 or 3 sentences, and you put it something like that. But become a person of action, okay? It's great to love ideas and have them make you feel good. The next step is everything. The next step is what takes you from simply being one of the, I don't know, what are the numbers saying, 90% of businesses go out of business the first 5 years. The difference for those of us that last, we take action. We're constantly taking action. In this case, take one. Look at all the ideas. Look through all the notes of the last seminar, webinar, anything you were at, any book you read, anything. Go open up the book and look at the asterisks and the things you underlined, the notes you took and whatever. And here's my suggestion for you. Take just one idea you've gotten from anything, any notes from any event, any manuals, any course, any books, any DVDs, CDs, MP3, whatever they are, anything you've heard or listened to, any idea. You can get them from watching a movie. You can get them from just driving around. You can get them from my podcast, reading my blog, watching my videos here. Any idea you've got, put on your list tomorrow to do just one. Watch the difference. You can trick yourself this way into becoming a massive action taker. Just take one. And if you think ideas make you feel good, wait till you see what actions do. They not only make you feel unbelievably fantastic and accomplished, and you did something, and wow, you acted on it, but I'm pretty sure as a business owner, hopefully you're going to tell me that you also get a pretty good feeling when your bank account starts to swell, when your phone starts to ring, when your email inbox starts to light up with people saying, hey, can you please take me on as a client? Can I please do business with you? Could you please come to Hey, we're back. Anyway, you'll have people asking, hey, could you please, how soon could you get out to my house and do my kitchen remodeling job that I want to pay 50 grand for? Become a person of action, folks. That's it. That's my Wisdom Wednesday tip for the day. Thanks for anyone here. Thanks for the likes. Gunnar Monson, wow, great to haven't seen you in years. Thank you very much for the likes. And anyone here watching on the replay, as I record one of these every day, so I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Throwback Thursday. I dip into the vault and I bring some out. We have some fun with it. And as always, I teach a business lesson and would like you to take action on that too, by the way. Anyway, that's it for today. Over and out. Thanks for being here, and I will see you back here tomorrow.